The year was 1973, and one charming and adorable group of kids called the Peanuts Gang stole America's hearts with their Thanksgiving festivities. Now those kids aren't kids anymore, and tonight they're back to reminisce about that famous Thanksgiving Day and share what they've been up to for the last 47 years. It's a very special Charlie Brown Thanksgiving tribute Where Are They Now Thanksgiving celebration.
Come on, Charlie Brown. I'll hold the ball and you kick it.
Hold it? Ha! You'll pull it away and I'll land flat on my back and kill myself.
But Charlie Brown, it's Thanksgiving.
Those were some good times. Man, I loved that old football trick. Fell for it every time.
This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
That fucking football. How could I fall for it every time? You know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. How could I not see it coming every time she set me up? She had that shit-eating grin on her face. And still, I've had back problems ever since.
It's a great trick. Oh, man, that must have hurt. Oh, I was so carefree back then. I'm a warden at a juvenile detention center. I still play the football trick on some of the kids sometimes. Oh my God. It's so good. Oh, you should see their face when I pull the football away. It's priceless. I've never been married, and I live in Camden in the great state of New Jersey. My hobbies? I watch that football trick from Thanksgiving on repeat for entertainment.
This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon. This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon. This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon. This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
You may remember me as Charlie Brown, but about 25 years ago, I became Charlene. But I still let people call me Charlie. You know, like the perfume, which coincidentally premiered in 1973. Coincidence or not? Anyways, now that I'm Charlene, everything makes sense in my life. Even falling for that damn football trick. Of course I fell for it. Obviously, I had a lot on my mind, and also, deep down, I hated football. One of the best things about becoming a woman is the makeup. Makeup is the greatest. Men are really losing out because they have no makeup. My life was so boring when I was male. I'm in sales. I live in Fort Worth with my partner Bev.
I know what you mean. I went down to buy a turkey tree, and all they have are things for Christmas.
Hi, I'm Sally Brown. Well, now Sally MacGyver. No, I'm not married to the TV character. Although I am pretty handy with a steak knife. That one used to go over great at the PTA meetings. Anyways, I've been married for 27 years and we have 3 beautiful, grown-up kids. I was a stay-at-home mom for years and then, they all left. So that's when I got into the Herbalife multi-level marketing company. I know, multi-level marketing has a stigma, but you know what? I have very few skills and my intelligence is mediocre at best. So I didn't have a lot of choices. And besides, I really like the multi-level marketing culture. They're always so positive. I've diagnosed myself as clinically depressive and I'm a very negative person. And they just cheer us up non-stop. The cheering up never ends. And I need that. So did you want to place a pre-order to make sure that you never run out? Well, I know you just ordered 2 weeks ago, but you never know when you might have to stock up. Well, I'm not trying to be annoying. I have three more sales and I'm gonna get a gold star, so I really need it. Would you consider a pre-order? I know you just ordered. I don't know if it's gonna be a problem if you have a heart condition. I think you could still take it. I don't think it'll be a problem. I haven't had anyone else die, so I think you should be fine. I wouldn't double up though. Oh, you will pre-order? Oh, that's wonderful. I couldn't tempt you to pre-order 2 months in a row, could I? One more sale and that gold star is mine. No, okay, I don't want to push it.
Come along, Linus. We can hold hands under the table.
Wow, that was a fun Thanksgiving. And that Linus was so cute. I tried, you saw it, but he never took the bait. I heard he's one of those hoarders now, and he lives in Alaska. Never married. Maybe he married his blanket. He sure loved it. Anyways, I heard he hoarded so much stuff that they can barely get him out of there. Well, I can never live like that. So, life's rejection is God's protection.
It seems Thanksgiving Day is upon us.
I haven't even finished eating all my Halloween candy.
Sally, Thanksgiving is a very important holiday.
I'm a collector and a Thanksgiving history buff. Some people call me a hoarder, but I say collector. I'm going to use all this stuff someday, and when I do, I'll have it right here where I can get it. Anyways, I auditioned for the show Hoarders, and obviously, I'm not a hoarder because I didn't get the part on the show. Like I said, I'm also a Thanksgiving history buff, as you saw my Thanksgiving history prowess exhibited on the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving Day. How many kids can do that? Not many, I bet. Like, did you know that Benjamin Franklin wanted the national bird to be the turkey, not the eagle? Well, that didn't fly. Bump. Anyways, it would be sad to be eating the national bird anyways. I want to show you some of my stuff. Right here are my lampshades. I don't have any lamps yet because I only have ceiling lighting, but pretty soon I'll be able to get some lamps. I heard people were hoarding this stuff, but I already had it. I got this at the after Halloween sale. This is my blanket, the one that I had ever since I lost my blue one. I have all these blankets, which I've never used, but just in case I ever lose this one. This is my box of packing materials. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln was the president that made Thanksgiving a national holiday? And it was Franklin Delano Roosevelt who made it the 4th Thursday of every November.
How do I always get into these things? Now she's bringing Marcie, too.
It's your own fault because you're so wishy-washy.
When my sister Charlene started transitioning, none of us in the family were surprised. It always seemed like she was somewhere else. And now we know where she was. In the women's department at JCPenney. Anyways, I think it's great. She's so much more grounded now and happier. And isn't that all that matters? And bonus, I always wished I had a sister. And now I have one. So there's that.
Hi, Chuck. This is Peppermint Patty. How you been, Chuck?
Okay, I guess.
Do you kind of miss me, Chuck?
Well,
That's okay, Chuck. I know you probably can't talk because someone's listening.
When I look back at those times, it kind of makes me laugh. I was always trying to make it look like I was into boys. I mean, listen to me. I sound like a Jehovah's Witness trying to get into your door. Back off, PP. Wow. Thanksgiving at Charlie Brown seems like a million years ago. She's Charlene now, right? Okay, cool. She says we can still call her Charlie, though, because she says it kind of reminds her of the perfume, and she likes that, which coincidentally premiered in 1973. But Chuck is off limits. I learned that the hard way. It took me a minute, but I got used to it. Anyways, I run a small auto repair shop here in Duluth. It's called Sir Peppermint Patty's Auto Repair. And I'm living my dream, I'm a small business owner and I'm a mechanic. And we do things like oil repairs and tune-ups. And we'll change your tires or rotate your tires or balance your tires. We do lots of stuff with tires, including rim jobs. Yeah, if you need a rim job, we'll give you one.
To this big Thanksgiving party, sir. What time do we go?
Well, kid, I'm gonna go like this. Old Chuck is pretty cool about dates. He always wears that striped shirt of his.
Everyone always asks me about me and Marcie and if we were together. Well, we were. When we got to high school, things started to get romantic. And we were together up until 2007 when she broke up with me. She told me that she was tired of my antics and that I was exhausting. I don't understand what took her so long. You mean to tell me that she couldn't figure out that I was exhausting in less than 30 years?
What can I say? Peppermint Patty had me at hello. She charmed me with her virility and outdoor abilities, her overblown confidence and lack of personal boundaries. There was nothing I could do. I was hers from the very day she made me call her sir. The sir thing. I know, it's strange. At first I was taken aback when she asked me to call her that. We were just having lunch in the lunchroom and I asked her, "Can you pass me the ketchup?" And she responded, "Can you pass me the ketchup, sir?" So I said it. "Can you pass me the ketchup, sir?" And it stuck. It became our thing. But then, when we grew up and came out as a same-sex couple and moved in together, and she still insisted I continued to call her sir, well, that's when it became exhausting. I broke up with Patty in 2007 after going to the Landmark Forum. They taught me that I don't need to take her shit and that I am okay on my own. I am a strong woman. Hear me roar. I moved to Albuquerque and started my own hair salon. Marcie Hairs. I love it. And now, I don't have to call anyone sir.
Hey, guess who just walked in over here? It's Franklin. I told him about the big turkey party you're having, and he's sure his folks will let him come. Hey, Chuck, this is gonna be the biggest bash of the year. See ya!
That was a fun day. I'm not exactly sure why none of us kids were with our parents that Thanksgiving, but we weren't. Maybe it was because it was the 70s and everybody was high. Maybe our parents were at some wild swingers sex party. Anyhow, somehow we all ended up at Charlie Brown's house eating candy from a plate. I'm Franklin. I work in hedge funds.
I just talked to Charlie Brown. He said dinner would be served a little earlier.
Great, we're ready.
You think I should wear a tie?
Nah, you can come as you are, Franklin. Old Chuck won't mind. Besides, he didn't say it was formal.
Yeah, I went to Peppermint Patty's house after school that day because she had just got that Price is Right board game for her birthday from her parents, and I was super excited to play it. I'm married with 3 kids, and I live in Arizona. My wife is very neat, which is important to me because I too am very neat. Which is why I volunteered to wear a tie to a parentless Thanksgiving party. Thank you. I only have one word for that dinner. Chair. What was I doing? Sitting on a beach chair at a dinner table when there were 2 perfectly fine regular chairs right next to me. All you could see was my forehead.
In the year 1621, the Pilgrims held their first Thanksgiving feast.
I don't know why my brother Linus was invited to the Thanksgiving feast and I wasn't. Everyone knows I love pretzel sticks and toast and jelly beans. I mean, I've got feelings, you know? It's why I'm in juvenile discipline. So no kid has to go through what I went through.
My sister Lucy is mean, and she will always be mean. She calls me once a year on Christmas to ask me if my refrigerator's running and tells me I better catch it. Good grief! And that's why they didn't invite her to Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving party. They told me I had to sneak out of my bedroom window so she wouldn't see me coming over and make me let her come with me. And besides, she gave me wedgies all the time.
You may know me as Snoopie, and I'm currently in the Witness Protection Program due to some gambling debts, which led to threats on my life, which led to me becoming an informant for the FBI. If you must know, I was set up by my former friend, a bird you may know named Woodstock. We used to be friends, but now we're not. He's missing, and nobody knows where he is. If I ever see him again, I will give him a piece of my mind. But mostly, I miss him.
Caída libre, directo y contacto impreciso. Ahí lo tienen ustedes. ustedes, revívanlo. Impresionante tecnología, Televisa Hermoso. Sí, mira, don Luis Cabrera. ¡Qué lance! ¡Qué plancha! ¡Sublime! ¡Ahí se las dejamos! A ver quién iguala. Superar no creo.
What's this? A piece of toast? A pretzel stick? Popcorn? What blockhead cooked all this?
Irregardless of what transpired from then until now between me and Marcie, that was hands down one of the funnest Thanksgivings that I've ever had. Even if the dog gave us snack food for dinner.
Yeah, that Thanksgiving was fun. I liked the plates of snack food Snoopie made. It's probably my favorite meal ever.
Anyways, that was a fun Thanksgiving, especially when Charlie Brown's grandma let us come over and eat. I wonder if my parents missed me at the table that year. They never said anything.
We're all invited to Charlie Brown's grandmother's for Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, we know one thing for sure. My grandma was a baller. That was a fun Thanksgiving.
What upsets me about that Thanksgiving at Charlie Brown's is that you can see all the work I did. Cleaning, setting up the table, cooking all that popcorn, toast, and candy. And the minute they get a better offer to go to Grandma's house, they left us like yesterday's trash. Being a Renaissance dog like me is a thankless job. But anyways, now I don't have to feel bad for stashing an entire real Thanksgiving dinner in my doghouse. Also, can we make mention that almost 50% of that show is me dancing around and doing bits? And still, no recognition. And still, no invitation to dinner at Grandma's house. It's a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Happy fucking Thanksgiving.
Only this is the way it goes. Over the river and through the woods to Grandmother's house we go.
Over the river and through the woods
to Grandmother's house we go.
The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh
through the white and drifted snow.
Over the river and through the woods.
Oh, how the wind does blow.
It stings the toes and bites the nose.
As over the ground we go.
The river and through the woods to Grandmother's house we go. The horse is the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Oh, over the river and through the woods, how the wind does blow. It stings the toes and bites the nose. As over the ground we go.
Fuck you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, one and all.
My baby don't care for shoes. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for high-tone places. This tailor is not his style, and even Lana Turner's smile is something he can't see. My baby don't care who knows it. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for me.